Good.
Let's talk about what Uber riders pay and where it goes every week. Drivers get the big
No, for real. No, I'm serious. Like I'm serious. Like, cause imagine if he's just doing one of these like I'm gonna fuck you up type shit. It just might be like, hold on, man, this guy really. No, I'm serious. Like there has to be, like again for anybody, even if you've gotten a traffic ticket or a DUI, like your lawyer is gonna talk to you like, hey, listen, when we get in front of the judge, when they address you, try to speak up, project your voice. Um, hey, don't use say this, and this, or hey, listen, everything's gonna be read out for you. All you need to say is yes, Your Honor. Don't say ma'am. Don't say miss. Don't say mister. Don't say yes, sir. Just you need to say yes, sir. Like they kind of coach you a little bit. So I'm wondering if him just looking down, it kind of seems odd. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm wondering if they're like, bro, you have this demeanor that just won't play well. Just look down and look sad. If you look down, you look sad. If you look at him, looks like you're threatening. I don't know.
To make the pickup, and they were detained by law enforcement. And shortly thereafter, someone contacted law enforcement, pretending to be an elderly woman to whom the fraudulent prescription belonged. The prescription was listed to be for a Gwendolyn Cox, but this elderly woman, who was clearly someone pretending to
Gwendolyn Cox. Yo, you can tell they got a sense of humor. Gwendolyn Cox. Like, who do you think Youngboy was around when he came up with that name?
to be an elderly woman, said her name was Gwendolyn White, and couldn't provide a birth year. This is important because fraudulent names such as Beatrice White, Bethel White, Carolyn White, Harriet White, Anna White, and Gwendolyn White were all being used through this scheme.
Yeah, so according to prosecutors, the doctor's name on fraudulent prescriptions was actually a real doctor in Provo, Utah. But when investigators contacted him, he didn't have any patience with the fake names or know anything about the fraud. Prosecutors also say Youngboy called in prescriptions under his own name, but with other key information changed.
In addition, there was one prescription called in for Control Galden, but the date of birth for that prescription was in 1953, which was clearly false date of birth and is consistent with some of those date of births used with the false elderly women names throughout this fraudulent scheme. That prescription was picked up by an individual who was intercepted by law enforcement. Shortly thereafter, promethazine with codeine, along with other prescriptions, had been called in to that same pharmacy for Mr. Galden, utilizing his accurate date of birth. Mr. Galden, however, while he was on a federal probation, was only afforded a single doctor to issue prescriptions with a single pharmacy, and the doctor who called that prescription in was inconsistent, and that pharmacy was inconsistent with those which had been allowed through probation. In the end, there was a search warrant executed on Mr. Galden's residence. Law enforcement found a prescription bottle in Mr. Galden's bathroom. Inside the master bedroom, the bottle was for a Caroline White, one of the known fraudulent names, with the corresponding prescribing doctor who had confirmed the fraud. The prescription was for doxycycline, and the prescription bottle was consistent with the time frame and patient information for the promethazine with codeine that had also been picked up, according to a subsequently gathered Doppel report. Also in the bathroom was a prescription for doxycycline to Control Galden, also prescribed by the same doctor and previously confirmed as fraud. This is consistent with the promethazine with codeine that had been prescribed with Control's fake date of birth, and a prescription bottle of promethazine with codeine was also found inside the defendant's bathroom with no prescription label on the bottle. And a further search of the defendant's residence yielded 3 more bottles of promethazine with codeine.
After the prosecutor read everything into the record, NBA Youngboy officially entered his plea to all 10 charges.
To the charge of pharmacy fraud, a Class A misdemeanor, 6 separate counts. How do you plead to each 6 of those charges?
No contest.
The court finds that you have knowingly and voluntarily entered your no contest pleas. I've signed the statement of defendant. and will now enter that into the record.
And at the end of the hearing, the judge had a few more parting words, comments for young boy before sending him on his way.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women
Okay, he looked up at the judge. Okay. W, young boy. W, young boy. Okay. W, young boy.
who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank
you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have, if I
Okay.
can excuse.
You may.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
So, $25,000 fine, 27 months in federal prison, possibly less with good behavior, and then 5 years of probation. Now, as we learn more about what's next for young boy, we'll make sure to keep you updated.
Yeah, this is the full thing. I think is that the full?
Is apparently 27 months, and after which 60 months of supervised probation, where you'll be monitored to make sure that you're doing well in your active recovery and that you are staying out of trouble and not having any dangerous weapons, including firearms, in your possession. Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women
Okay.
who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have
Okay.
where you can reach your.
That's it.
That's all I have, if I can
Okay.
excuse.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. 27 months, man. I think I did a timeline on it. I think Youngboy will be out of jail. We're talking maybe in a year. I think next December 2025, or at the latest, I'm thinking March or April 2026. But I actually think it's going to be 2025. Remember, he's getting time served from May. All right, he's going to get time served from May. Yo, AJ, you here, brother? AJ not even here no more. God damn it, I was trying to figure out what's going on with
He
the
cut out.
He
cut out.
joint. Holy. All right, all good. Ain't tripping. Okay. All right, people. So that's what's going on with NBA Youngboy, and we obviously do wish Youngboy the best of luck. You know, I've spoken to his people. He's in good spirits, and all right, let me hit a few quick topics. Let's see what else is popping out here. Who's having a baby? Like, we don't care about that. Denzel talking about he wanted to kiss a nigga. Like, come on, why y'all playing with Denzel like that, man? Oh, chat. Let me kind of get into this real quick. A little bit more on music business, actually. Young Thug and AG. It appears that they're suing Young Thug after Young Thug supposedly sold his catalog.
Reverend Ann Charter.
Hey, shit, come on now. So Young Thug sold his catalog in 2021, right? Now, we don't know if it's his whole catalog. This is the thing that people don't understand about catalog, right? Remember Future got like 70 million for his catalog or whatever? There's a whole thing about catalog. Let me put y'all on game. Selling catalogs, like, first of all, somebody like Young Thug who came in the game and he was signed to 4 different contracts, is very unlikely that Young Thug owns the majority of his catalog. You can only sell what you own. You can't sell what you don't own. Okay? So how it works is like a catalog is like a pie. and that pie could be chopped up a million different pieces, right? Now, sometimes it's usually done in a way where the label, in traditional record contracts, the label owns a piece of your catalog and you own a piece of your catalog. Now, owning your catalog, a lot of times people talk about masters, and we know there's two different sides of it. We have masters and we have publishing, right? Usually what happens, unless you're in a DDX deal from way back, Diddy used to take your publishing. Most labels now, they won't touch your publishing, right? Or, well, depending on how much money they're giving you, they might take very small portions of it. They might take 12.5%, they might take 25%. But because of the outcry from many artists about, oh, this is my intellectual property, supposed to feed my kids, the label's not going to take all your publishing. They're going to give you the lion's share of that, okay? These days, okay? Unless they're just a shitty fucking person. Back in the day, they were taking your whole publishing. Or they would just say, hey, do you want this thing that you don't even understand? And you'd be like, yo, what's publishing? They'd be like, don't worry about it. I'll give you $300,000 extra now. And yeah, that's about what it would make. And you'd be like, oh, $300,000 extra, I'll take it. You sign off on it, and then when you're irrelevant and your song's still moving, they're making millions, right? So that's kind of how that used to happen. So, but these days, labels will take very small portions of it. There's a couple popular artists I know that the label own, like some labels own like 12.5%, right? Now, masters, in a lot of situations, when a new artist is signed, and this is what people don't understand, the masters is usually fully owned by the label in your first contract, right? It's fully owned by the label. Like, I'm pretty sure Drake's first deal and his first album, he didn't own his masters at all. So I don't know if we're talking about So Far Gone, it was probably Thank Me Later. You don't own it, right? Now, usually what happens over time, when you're a valuable commodity, they'll give you an option to work off or to own piece of those old catalog with you giving them more projects, right? So it's really all a negotiation. Okay, what am I saying? The point of what I'm saying is that people think that when you hear about an artist selling their catalog, that they own the whole thing. No, they don't. Young Thug, if you guys remember Young Thug's career, Young Thug came in the industry in a really fucked up deal. Young Thug was signed to allegedly 3 or 4 people at once. Young Thug signed to 4 people. So when he first came in the game, he was signed to like literally 4 people. It was like 3 people or 4 people. When he first, how Young Thug got trapped in a $15,000. Yeah, I hope this tells a real story. Okay, so, and by the way, that happened to Future too. But Future dropped so many projects, he worked himself out of it. Future was signed to Rocco, then he was signed to this, they had some stuff with Dungeon Family. And
talking about
he had a bunch of contracts.
And make some drums.
What, baby?
Metro One. That's like the second newest one.
You open the app and you see all the different regions and countries you could buy eSIM for.
So is this in the cloud?
Probably. But I don't think that. Speak on it. But I'll give some context to it. What this said is exactly what it is about. Something that Drake did or said that made Metro feel away. Now, you could use your brain. What could get a nigga in his feelings like that? You might not actually get it, but whatever. And it's not just saying, it's like actions. So, whatever. Anyway, so this is actually very accurate to what I know about the nature of the relationship with them, right? Now I know Drake kind of like rapped about that there's a girl involved, and I don't know. All these dudes share the same girl. Maybe Drake thought that that's why the nigga was mad, but the nigga's upset over a personal issue, like a real personal issue. And remember when Metro had tweeted out, he said, "I won't even say what happened." And by the way, that's another reason why I'm not also saying what happened, because people who, or how I know I'm sworn to secrecy. When he says, "If I ever told people, like, you would look crazy, you would be embarrassed." Yeah, Drake doesn't look good. He doesn't look good at that. But it's nothing with him fucking a bitch, right? Now, did he fuck Metro's bitch or one of his side chicks, whatever? Maybe, who cares? But that's not why Metro's mad, that's kind of good, right? Okay, so it said Metro says the fallout with Drake was due to personal issue that really hurt and disappointed him. Let me read through it.
Get down,
So
girl.
Metro Boomin has shed some light on the conflict between him and Drake in a new interview with GQ magazine. Metro and Future appeared on the cover of the magazine Men of the Year issue, and the quotes from the unreleased piece were shared by Elliot Wilson on social media on Wednesday. It said, "Me and Drake, we had a personal issue. For the record, it's not over no girl or no silly shit like that," Metro told GQ senior editor Phrase Tharp, courtesy of Wilson. It says, "It was a personal issue that hurt me and really disappointed me. But if you take all the rap entertainment out of it, it's like, have you ever been really cool with somebody and now fell out over something?" He continued. "Happens every day. It's just regular shit. This just happens to have an audience." Okay? Metro also emphatically rejected the theory that he concocted this plan to collaborate with Future and others for the sole purpose of attacking Drake on his 2 collab albums, We Don't Trust You and We Still Don't Trust You. People think we sat for 2 years making 2 albums to be like, "Yo, fuck this dude. What type of shit is that?" The 31-year-old producer stated. "You really think that we're going to spend that much time, effort, resources into trying to get somebody or get at somebody on an album? Blowing budgets on 2 albums, going over budget? That's some serious hate. Neither one of us rock like that." Metro also admits he regrets posting malicious tweets about Drake, calling it a moment online, and acknowledged that he should have showed better restraint on social media. "Now, I did have my moment online, which I do regret. I should have been stronger than that. That was out of character for me. But at a certain point, it's like, I don't rap, bro. So you're going to just shit on me on all these songs." Of course, Drake did say on the song, what he said? "Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga." Right? Not going to get in the booth. "So I'm finna tweet at you." Okay? Meanwhile, Future appeared to act completely oblivious. Completely oblivious to the existence of a feud. "Yo, there was a beef?" He asked with a smirk. He says, "I didn't even know there was a beef. I didn't even know they had nothing going on. I never participated in no rap battles, man." Future also questioned why no one wondered if he felt a certain way from being excluded from the Big 3 discussion, especially when Kendrick Lamar declaring himself the best while saying, or calling out both Kendrick and, Drake and J. Cole on Future Metro's song Like That. He says, "I'm supposed to be the one who gets mad. I'm still confused about that. No one cares what I think. That's what's fucked up about this shit. To the point that I'm so player that I ain't even saying anything to the public about how I feel. Like, why is everybody mad when he was talking about me on my song? Y'all just forget about me? I ain't part of the Big 3. I'm nobody on my own goddamn song." And then he added, he says, "If I ain't get mad, nobody should have got mad. If I would have really been mad about it and made something out of it, then someone else could be like, oh, I can make something out of it." Okay? All right, cool. Perfect. And I mean, I think Future, I know people think Future's being sincere, facetious, like, you know, he's just kind of trolling a bit. I think he's actually being sincere. I think Future has had a disconnect with Drake. And obviously, Drake takes a lot of this personal because the biggest song in the world for this year is Not Like Us, which is calling him a pedophile. And the origin of this pretty much back and forth in its original form, not original form, but this latest form, starts with Like that seemingly Kendrick's verse was a response to First Person Shooter. Now, I think Future is saying, bro, I know in y'all mind, the Big 3 is y'all niggas, But when I hear Big Three, you think I don't think I'm in that shit? But I don't feel no way about that. So why the and I actually think that's accurate, to be honest. I think that's accurate to how Future might process it, to say, yo, the nigga said Big Three. If you feel like he was shooting at you and you alone, and you felt you need to respond, bro, that's not on me. Cause nigga, I think I'm in the Big Three. And I feel like I had to do shit. Right? Now, obviously, there's some missing context here, because one could easily say to Future, like, Future, stop playing dumb. First person shooter, J. Cole actually says, we the Big Three, like we started a league, but right now I'm feeling Muhammad Ali. Right? Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake. Right? And then he has the other line about is me K-Dot and Drake or whatever, right? So the Big Three discussion, if we follow lyricism, was most recently termed and stamped by J. Cole. So if on a song by one of the people included in that Big Three, they say fuck the Big Three, of course it's easy to say they're not saying fuck you. And I think that's where I think Future's being a little bit facetious, but I think he's also being honest, right? I don't think Future looks at hip hop how these guys look at hip hop. And honestly, truth be told, I don't think J. Cole bigger than Future. I think if we talk about Big Three, the Big Three should have been, I don't know. Well, after the diss, you put Kendrick in it, but before the diss, my Big Three would have been Drake, Future, and I don't think Kendrick, like, just coming off Mr. Morale and Big Steppers, Kendrick wouldn't have been Big Three to me. If we're just talking about the most impactful, biggest artists. Now, it's different if we're talking about who you think is lyrically the best or whatever, that obviously you put Kendrick up in there. But if we're just talking about who's been most influential, the most lit, I got Drake, I got Future, and who would have been in the Big Three otherwise? I don't know if it's Travis. Who would have been? I think that Big Three conversation is so dated. It's like a 2010 type of thing. Like the new school of hip hop, and then it turned into these guys became the legends. But after Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, I'm not putting Kendrick in the top three. And I still wouldn't even put.
I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga trolling.
Am I tripping? I haven't drinking.
You're talking about not Kendrick.
Somebody said 21 now.
My God, please.
Yeah, I was thinking about Trav. Yeah, I think Trav. Nah, Dirk wouldn't be in the top three. No.
He like Drake more.
Yeah, I think the Big Three would have been Drake, Future, and Travis. Like literally going into this year, before we get to March, it appeared that the Big Three was Drake, Future definitely was in it. But I think we would probably say it's not that same, Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. Now, I'm not saying these guys don't sell. Kendrick has a really loyal fan base. Same with J. Cole, they would always sell. But culture-wise, and who was the biggest in the culture, we were watching Travis like sell out like hundreds of thousands of tickets for festivals. I know he ain't do Astroworld Festival a while, but his tours were going crazy. We were watching literally Future. Future kind of elevated to a position where like you realize he's that nigga, right? And other than that, I think it was just Travis, Future, and Drake. I agree. Somebody said Kanye. I would put Kanye in there, but the only reason why he doesn't get in there is that my boy literally went, he said he was gonna go DEF CON or whatever on whoever, and then he went independent and like great year. And by the way, Kanye had the best year for independent artists, if you ask me, ever. Like Kanye dropped this album literally via
You'll hurry up
it
and
was
finish,
so
'cause I'm finna get
independent.
ready and go.
The same distributor he used,
I told you I'm
you
going
could
to
just like sign up for
So he came?
an account
No,
and drop music
somebody else.
via them tomorrow.
Wayfair's Black Friday Savings Spectacular is up.
Somebody else about to take you?
Yeah.
Plus, get past free shipping on everything.
I gotta walk to the gate.
Okay.
Obviously, Vultures 1 and Vultures 2, and I get it that's also a collab album, but Kanye had a really good year. But if we're talking about just big three, we're not only just talking about this year, we're talking about like in the last couple of years. And I still think that
Oh,
was
you going right now?
And Travis. The problem with Future and Travis is that, let's be very clear. And I'm not trying to like say this to be controversial or nothing like that, but let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think J. Cole is more influential to hip hop than J. Cole? No, wait. I said, do you think that J. Cole is more influential to hip hop than Future? I go with Future. I mean, there's even a point. I might think Future is more influential than Drake. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, Future's really the guy. Like, these other guys, they're great and they're very popular. But if we're talking about influence and these guys really having that stronghold of changing the context and the climate of shit, I don't know how you could say that J. Cole is more influential than Future. Hell fucking no. Am I tripping? Wait, okay. So y'all think that J. Cole more influential than Future? Maybe down in Fayetteville. I don't get it. I see a lot of people say Thug. With all due respect, I know we hyped on the Thug train coming home, but Thug and Future not in the same conversation. Bro, I'm like, as time went on, I realized Future really like the Jay-Z of Atlanta. Like, Thug is not a Jay-Z of Atlanta. It don't work like that. I'm sorry. He's fire. Thug is the Lil Wayne of it. Well, there's already a Lil Wayne of Atlanta. Okay. But you know how they compared, like, okay, there was like a comparison between Jay-Z and Wayne, when Wayne is like, well, if he's Jordan, I'm Kobe, or whatever the case is, like, that's kind of like, yeah, if you get what I mean. Somebody said Playboy Cardi, respectfully, stop it. Future, the king of Atlanta, just stop it there. He's the king of Atlanta. And Atlanta been running hip hop for the last damn near 15 years. That's why I wonder, some of these guys might have a bigger loyal fan base, but their impact doesn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Again, I really think that Future might be just as or even more influential than Drake. Being honest.
No,
Future's really that guy. And by the way, here's the thing. I got a Vlad TV clip coming out soon, so you're gonna see it. But I want to give this quote because I said it on there. I said whether, and this is for the people. I gotta say this off top because you're gonna have these people try to chop it up and social media. The K-bots are always going crazy. This is like, Ack is coping. Okay, we'll give you the battle. We don't give a fuck. It's cool, great, have fun. Battle's over. Get it. That's what you want to say, Kendrick Lamar, great. Now, I was interested in hip hop is that a lot of shit recently reflects what happened in the country.
Just do one.
And I don't start walking. I hate to name drop, but I will. I forgot what topic we were talking about. Well, me and Drake had a conversation too. And Drake said the same thing, which I was like, maybe great minds think alike.
Oh, you can
And he
just
said-
roll one.
he
That's
said,
all I need.
Yo, this feels like almost some election shit. And I was just like, yo, bro, because I remember one time I'm giving you a little bit more of a conversation I've ever had with him. I was just like, yo, bro,
You ready to walk out the house right now?
Yeah.
What happened? Well, me and him were having a conversation.
Should I spark the joint?
And the
Yeah, you can
conversation
go ahead and spark it.
was,
You need to
kind of
start walking.
analyzing the landscape.
Can you hold my
And I was
bag,
just
though?
like, I'm a huge fan of you, but I like it when I'm the biggest critic of you too, right? Like, yeah, I've seen me criticize Drake a lot of times, but we're in this.
I'm
era
walking you to the
where
front
it's
of the
like,
neighborhood.
Just the gate, yeah.
if you like Drake, you can't critique him, or else Drake fans are gonna think you're switching up. And if you like Kendrick, you can't critique him, or else Kendrick fans are gonna think you're switching up. So it turns into an election thing. It's like Democrats and Republicans, right? So it's like there's somebody Republican right now that they don't believe in all policies, but they're not gonna say it. Or when Kamala Harris, people are looking at her like, hey, you call me wrong. So that's kind of very true. Hip hop for the last year turned into the election, right? Where it's like, who are you voting for? Democrats
You
or
already
Republicans?
sparked it?
I'm gonna spark it when
And
we walk
if
outside.
you're on one side or the other,
I'll spark it right now.
Alright, go ahead.
and if you are on the other side, you're gonna act like that other person's perfect to you. You only gotta go your criticisms over the eye, never at the guy that you like. That's very elective.
You don't think you should wait till you there?
You said what?
You don't think you should wait till you there?
No, because it's a walk. Can we go this way? I don't want to mess my shoes up.
It's a longer way though. Go on. You smoke that whole thing, you gonna feel straight. Okay. So you found somebody else that quick
What are you talking
to
about?
take you to Mississippi?
Yeah,
You got lucky as Jack.
I do.
You know, I'm on your side and enjoy being over there. Yeah. I'm kind of cold, to be honest with you. I gotta go back to the house, pull this smoke session. I would've got you your salted caramel frosty from Wendy's that we seen on the commercial ad today. Let's get to the right side. You should pack this little bag to go all the way to Mississippi. You don't got too much stuff. If he don't buy you Dior, then he Prior. That stop was insane. Why you be stopping like that, fam? I'm gonna watch you.
Texting. Who is this? You got the new number? Oh shit, I didn't even know this was the number. I used to 770 369 17. Oh. Okay. What do you mean? Oh no, my phone was off. I think I know that. No, I'm
Oh,
trying
that's
to get the
lit. She gave me a
Mississippi.
blicky.
About who? No, I was supposed to leave today, but I didn't know the tickets were like $600 some. Yeah, so they said it was a holiday. But I didn't. But I. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Huh? Uh-huh. What the hell that supposed to mean? No, I'm texting the person that's supposed to pick you up. So my bad. But yeah, I am high though. I was asleep. And I don't come back till Saturday. You said tomorrow, huh? I'm gonna be there if I'm goddamn on leave Saturday. I mean, I come back Saturday.
What about this again?
Yeah, right now I'm finna leave. You said what? Bro, you working yet?
I feel pretty good off of what I just smoked.
You say almost. What the hell is almost?
You puff it 3 more times? Go ahead, turn up. Can you puff it 3 more times? I'm trying to get high so you
Oh,
get high.
listening.
Yeah. I might have to finish. Just let me finish it when you're done.
Bro, I'm listening to you, and you're not even saying shit. You say you got shit going on with Josh. You didn't even say what the fuck going on.
Yeah, bro. I gotta keep that.
And went where? Take this shit real quick.
Rabbit?
Yeah. Hurry up, bro.
Alright. Have a good day. You sure you don't want me to wait for you? Alright, so she good. Shorty don't look bad. I gotta make it back to the crib, so we get to the movie. Oh. Yo, we out here, gotta do this smoke set shit. I don't got the most space, but I have enough to pull this goddamn video. So that's what we're about to pull. The smoke session. And We tried to make it work for her, for us. Really did our thing with the smoke session. We only got like one roll pack left. You feel me? Like we gotta get more Rellos. Alright, bro. Yo. We on the move. We piped up. I just smoked a little bit with her. She be chilling. She be like, ready for the next smoke session. I be like, you ready? Let's not get bored. This guy didn't pull another smoke session. She be like, alright. And so we be turned out together.
Yeah.
Alright, we about to head to the crib, pull this smoke session. This should be part 170. No, 160. We going ahead. We dropped over 100 smoke session on Theo Varo YouTube. It's at that point where I wasn't on him. Who's him? Keanu, dude. So, it was like a normal world out here. Cars driving past me, but they could really be like telling me I'm him. So, just normal life. She really just said she's going to Mississippi until Saturday she come back. I'm like, you know today's Thursday. Alright. You have fun. Going wherever you going. Straight into a smoke session. Do I think that's pretty lit? Yeah, at least, first of all, we done smoked enough of the Chris Khalifa Challenge blick. It's a little small, but it was the blickies I haven't smoked in a while, so we still get a high off it with the little pieces. Nobody's been sitting for like over 2 weeks. I just rolled a good amount of it, like a 0.4 or 5. If it was a 0.3, I was rolled light, man. It couldn't have been a 0.3. But move, bro. Oh, this person keep coming in here, bro. We gotta pull this smoke session for me.
Everyone said it would take 2 years to earn an MBA. Everyone except WGU.
Like 2.5 years. Look at Baby, right? Like Baby was
You gotta love Biscoff.
super hot 2020, drop my turn. By the time we get to 2022, 2023, cold. Let's be honest, right? Nigga ain't get reelected, right? So just follow me in this train of thought. Drake is like on his like third, fourth, or fifth term, because really I'm thinking of terms aren't 3 or 4 years, they're like 2 or 3 years, right? So Drake has kind of overstayed his welcome a bit. So this, beyond the battle, this was probably another opportunity to have an election on who's going to be the biggest, most influential, the guy at the top. Numero uno. This was an election that, of course, the battle contributed to, right? So Drake lost the poll there, if you want to say that, right? He lost the poll. He's down in the poll there. And here's the argument I made. I probably made it more succinctly on Vlad when I said it. I said, if we're going to treat this like politics, Drake, LA or the West Coast, huge region in hip hop. Everybody respects LA. Everybody respects the West. Drake lost that, right? Let's think about that politics. Does Drake have the East Coast? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he just completely has it. He might have a little bit more, but it's not like that's his stronghold. And then Canada doesn't really count because it's like, we've never been like, yo, it's Canada versus the West. Like, that sounds crazy. So what I've said is that Drake might have a little bit of the majority on the East, but he doesn't own the East Coast, right? Like, that's not, the East Coast ain't just be like, yo, we're just blindly jacking Drake. As opposed to the West, they're blindly jacking Kendrick. So I looked at it in terms of politics. I said, what's gonna happen if Drake is gonna lose that inevitable top spot? There's always one rapper at the top spot. I know some of y'all want to create like there's 5, no, it's 1. There's only one rapper that operates and takes the crown and sits on the throne. 2 niggas don't sit on the crown, they don't sit on the throne, they ain't lapping it up, it don't go work like that. So for me, this was an election year. And it was probably the year that Drake was probably gonna get voted out. Except, I said, and again, you need to know a little bit about politics to understand the analogy I'm trying to make. I said, yes, Drake lost the West. Maybe he used to have 70% of the East. Now it's probably, maybe it's like 50-50. But I said, Drake still won the election. And what I mean by the election, remind y'all, being the #1 guy sitting at the throne overall for the next 2 years or for the next year or so. I said he won it by keeping or winning the swing state. What's the swing state? For me, Atlanta, Houston. I know these are not states, they're cities. Atlanta, Houston, Miami. But Atlanta specifically. So when it came to Atlanta, I honestly believe, fuck what Kendrick's doing. If Future goes against Drake, I think Drake is in a world of trouble. It's the reason why I hear that when Thug get out, let's go grease Thug up, man. Thug, get that Millie real quick. Atlanta is a swing state. You know why a lot of these rappers were silent when Drake was getting into it? Because they felt Future was on the other side. I'm telling you, Future is that nigga. He's the Jay-Z of Atlanta. So, okay, I think what this showed to me is that Drake won that swing state in the sense of, I know somebody will be like, this, what type of, but it makes sense. Thug's home. Him and Thug clearly locked in. And clearly, whether it's the XP or not, the Future shit, and Metro not as much, but the Future shit has kind of came down where they're not doubling down and they're almost kind of like leaving it open to say, you might be cool. We might be cool with this guy again. Now, what's actually interesting and funny about this, right, is that, and I think I know the guy who did the interview. Here's the problem with this interview, though. And this is why even when, I was talking to Wack and he's like, yo, Paru, man, DeRozan from Compton. Okay, that sounds cool. But at the end of the day, these are regular humans who had relationships with each other. Here's the question that has to be asked to these guys, right? When Future's like, I didn't know there was a beef. DeMar's like, nah, Drake's still my mans. Huh? All these people acting like they didn't maybe choose a side. Here's the question that some interviewer has to ask. Kendrick accused Drake of being a pedophile. Where do you stand on that? That's the hard line that these niggas gotta answer. Because here's the thing. If you believe anything that was said in Not Like Us, and you believe that maybe Kendrick was pointing out something that's factual, that maybe Drake likes little girls or kids, you look crazy being friends with him, or even backpedaling from what he's been accused of. That's the question I want everybody to answer. Hey, I know y'all say this just rap beef, but yo, they said he was a pedophile. What you think about that? You think you're a pedophile? Or you think Kendrick's a liar? You gotta pick a side. There's no in between. Do you think he's a pedophile? Or do you think Kendrick's a liar? It's either one or the other.
I think
I can't wait for that to be answered.
Drake is not a pedophile.
But anyway, I don't know what you guys thought, but for me, I'm gonna call it Cop and Please. This is Cop and Please 101. You dropped 2 albums, we don't trust you still. You have The Weeknd singing, talking about, you got your shooters doing TikToks. You put Rakim, aka ASAP Rocky, on there to get his disses off. You basically seemingly put everybody who needed to diss Drake on your project. And now you're saying, well, of course we didn't create this project thinking, how could we diss this guy? But we listened to the project and it felt like, how could we diss this guy? You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna count it as Cop and Please. Now, I do have a very stern message to send to Drake. And I want to send it publicly. I think Drake is one of them people who, despite him saying fake love or making songs like that are talking about no friends in the industry, he has been the victim. Or not say victim. He is purposely gotten into friendships or been around a lot of fake shit willingly. Let's be very clear. If I see Drake and Future acting like they're best buddies again, at that point, count me out. Drake's just a fucking idiot. Even if Future is trying to do like a slight backpedal here, it clearly tells you that he's down to act like he's oblivious and stupid more than taking accountability. That's the nigga that said, oh, I didn't know I dropped your location to your op. I didn't even know y'all were beefing. What? Huh? Thought you were my mans. So I just want to say that we're gonna, this is the notice to say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm a fucking idiot, right? So I see what Metro and Future is saying, but if I see Drake back on that, oh yeah, it's FBG, OVO, we locked in, we tied up like shoelaces, my brother, we gonna have to look at him and say, we do want the music, don't get you wrong. But if it then goes wrong again, we're not blaming nobody. We're just gonna say, Drake, you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. Okay? Sorry to tell you. Okay. So yeah, Future. And by the way, you know, again, I think this is pretty honest. Metro said, yo, bro, the niggas dissing me in the song. What did I forgot Metro's tweets. What did he say? Metro tweets. Drake. Let's see what he said. He was eating up Drake. Of course, the K-bots were loving it. I'm lame. But the first week after, like that, you try to block it at radio. I've been sitting on this email for a month now. Bo was just sparing you. Oh, you ain't like that record? Yo, this is why I hate rappers. Y'all niggas is hoes. This is why, like, when y'all talk crazy, yo, you notice when rappers talk shit to me, I talk shit right back to them. I used to think these niggas were tough. They stand on business. Well, I know he a producer, but like, these niggas is bitches. Straight up and down, they bitches. Y'all gotta learn to stand on something, bro. All of this tweeting. Here's the thing. You should still think Drake is lame as fuck if he did try to block the record. Now I heard that had nothing to do with Drake, but whatever. If you thought he blocked it, nigga, don't take it back. Talking about, oh, I should have did it. Nigga, fuck that nigga. That's what I don't like about hip hop. It's like the what that nigga say, Kwame Brown, the go along, get along game. I don't like that shit. That's kind of corny. If Drake try to block your record, fuck that nigga. Wait, you can't say fuck that nigga? What else did he say? Was that it? I think he said something else. What the fuck? Oh, I don't know. Oh, old tweets. This is when he responded to tweeter and deleter thing. Metro. Wait. Drake. Oh, this was it, right?
I'm not done.
What the fuck? What's playing?
Sincere thank you. I'm not done. Sincere thank you from me to you for an incredible year. We've been at this for a long time, and you continue to uplift me and accept me. So thank you. And to the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomach, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? That's what I thought. No, that's what I thought. To the rest of you, the non-believers, the underachievers, the tweet and deleters, you guys make me sick to my stomach, fam. Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? Yeah, that's what I thought. No, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Wayfair's Black Friday Savings Spectacular is on now. Plus, get fast and on everything.
At Chamberlain University, we believe in a community that supports one another with care and experience.
Yeah, school's good. Well, my roommate is Brian Cox.
You. Oh.
Yeah, I think he's just here for the access to Uber One for students.
Incredible year.
You know what's so funny? I swear, when y'all find out why them two niggas are beefing, y'all gonna be like, yo, no fucking way. I mean, it does make Drake look a little bad, though. It does make it. So there's two ways to look at it. You'd be like, yo, damn, Metro's sensitive. But to any regular human, they're gonna be like, Drake, you kind of foul, bro. You kind of foul. You kind of foul. Okay. All right. Was that it? I thought we had more info on that. Future. And by the way, I can't wait for Drake and Future to make up. I just don't want to see, like, Drake gonna have to stop this fake friendship, okay? Drake, I will tell you this privately, but I'll say it publicly. All them niggas came to take your head off, and your fans had to stand up and really go to battle for you, nigga. If we see you back up in the club acting like y'all BFFs, we gonna realize you're a lost cause, nigga, and you got daddy issues. Ain't no way you should be want to be fake friends with a bunch of niggas who, at the moment they thought you were at your weakest, they all pulled out their fucking knives and try to stab you up, my nigga. That's a fact. Let me see. Apparently Future turned 41 today? Future birthday. Is his birthday today? Oh, wow. Yeah, his birthday just passed. Just passed. November 20th. So Future's 41. I don't know why Future's like locked in for me at like 32. He's like 32 forever. Okay. All right. Anyway, this is good though for Drake fans. Yo, Drizzy got Atlanta back, man. Next year, around summertime, Drake gonna have the summer bops. He'll be fine. Okay. Now, I've seen some of the K-bots try to like cope with this because they don't want to squabble alone. They want to feel like it's everybody that Drake is going against. No, that's just not the case. That's just not the case. And it clearly that whoever had problems with Drake, other than Rick Ross, because Rick Ross hasn't budged. They've acknowledged that Drake has, either helped them out or whatever, and they're not trying to just beef with this guy or just hate this guy, in spite of what supposedly happened personally. Some of them are down to just either ignore him, let it go, but not try to create a whole conglomerate of people to try to take him out, right?
Y'all ready?
Let me see.
Me too.
What's that, sir? What was that? Whoa. God damn. Give me a second. Hold on, I'm loading the chat. Perfect. Oh, Sam Sneak up in this bitch. Sam Sneak, what up, brother? Oh, Sam Sneak is Rick Ross DJ. I gotta hook up the Rick Ross.
Just like that. Just like that. Soon as they think what time? Just like that. Soon as they think you fall off, a nigga bounce right back with an ounce and a half. Like we gotta like that. I'm on point. I don't gotta write,
You don't give it
but
a
I'm
light
built for
test,
time.
too. One flick. Big 18, big 18. 1939, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1849. 1759. All right, 1809. 1759. I kind of like that.
I kind of like that.
Pick up,
Pick up
and tell me what's the law like.
Like. That's hard as hell. What's like that?
I like that.
Keep it simple. That's hard as nails.
Crazy, especially on that first bro.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
Punch somebody.
That verse is crazy. That shit came out nuts. That's what happens when germs sends a pack, man.
Yeah, bro.
Germs send a pack, you get your money back. That shit came out crazy. We got some bangers, we got, what, 5 jams. So if you was here since the beginning, you'll get to hear those. Feel like hanging out and hanging in there, staying with us. You get to hear all 5 of them. If you get impatient and dip, then that's all right. Just roll some up and listen. Just like that, soon as they think you fall off, and nigga bounce right back with an ounce and a half, like we gotta like that. I'm on point, I don't gotta write, but I'm nice when I'm taking my time. Niggas bend over backwards, breaking their spine for niggas. That mind, so I'll be damned if I let the judge decide. I'm up more than even in the night, even in my fun, so they right, rich and young, so I live a young, rich life. Set the bar and said it twice. I took a bar off, so I don't gotta say it twice. I'm talking about it if you never lived a life. Out in Vegas, rolling dice, reservations for the night. These niggas like a dedication, they all hype. Slacking on the education, that ain't alright. Back to basics, back to basics. Rolling up trees, smoking all right. Back to basics, back to basics. Basic to basic. That ain't alright. Back to basics, back to basics. Rolling up trees, smoking all right. Back to basics, back to basics. Camel shorts, white jeans, all white, all white, all white, all white. That's all. Yeah, it's going crazy. I think I'm not longer. No, we smoking on all this cake and all this cook. Just like that, so that they think you fall off and nigga bounce right back. With an ounce and a half, like we got it like that. I'm on point, I don't gotta write. All that's nice when I'm taking my time. Niggas bend over backwards, breaking their spine for niggas who actually don't even know mine. I was going for mine, everything wasn't even in mind, so I'll be damned if I let the judge decide. I'm up morning, all in the night, even in
about it if you never lived a life out of niggas rolling dice, reservation for the night. All these niggas lacking dedication, they all hype. Slacking on the education, that ain't all right. Back to basics, back to basics. Rolling up trees, smoking all night, all this good night. It's 15 blows, smoking all that kush. Might smoke all this kush tonight. I might smoke all this kush today. So on vacation, don't gotta wake up in the morning. Shit like smoke all night. Get high and record, but I did 5 jams. I ain't got nothing else that I can say. I could write another verse, but I'm waiting for Jay-Z. I feel like, don't fall, hell. I'm on your ass on this one. If I let the judge decide, I love morning, even in the night, evening out my fun, so they fight rich and young, so I live a young, rich life. Said the word and said it twice. I took a bar off, so I don't gotta stand twice. Don't talk about it if you never lived a life out in Vegas, rolling dice, reservations for the night. These niggas like a dedication, they all hype, slacking on the education, that ain't all right. Back to basics, back to basics. Rolling up trees, smoking all night. You're the lady. Back to basics, back to basics. Camel shorts, white tee, and some all white, all white, all white, all white. Hey, that shit is hard as hell. Dr. Germ. This is hard as fuck. We got all the weed, we got all the smoke, we got all the dope. We might choke. Back to basics, back to basics. Rolling up trees, smoking all night, all night. Back to basics, back to basics. Camel shorts, white tee, and some all white, all white, all white, all white. Could you play from the start? That came out good.
That came out good. I was like, yeah,
I was like, yeah, we'll probably just chill here. And I was like, yeah, let me hear that beat.
If I didn't do
I'd
that.
have felt like a custer if I didn't do that.
Quick 5-piece. No, not mumbles neither. Not just
Quick
just
5-piece.
ideas and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Feel motherfucking verse.
No, not mumbles neither.
Ins and outs.
Not just,
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
it's just ideas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real motherfucking verses, concepts, hooks, ins and outs. You know what I'm saying? In a different country, but the strain the same. Fresh on the line, always rolling up. Just down to make a move, vivid structure. We the ones, if not, we the closest to it. Stay on point, careful of my influence. Know that I'm holding youngins, this ain't just music. Bad robe in my robe, so I will use it. My car waiting downstairs, my outfit ain't usually hard to pick. Learned a lot from experience. Town under the door back in the day. Now they don't have to sit. Wanna know if I got some seeds they can get. How many pounds does this plate permit? And how much did I break on this trip? I'm high, but I never slip. Learn to keep my mouth closed. If you know, then you know. I'm the Ferrari on the boat. Sail to a different coast. Shit feel different when you broke. I know. Gold handles on the door. $100,000 decor. right there. That is like, all right, we're going to strip club.
It's Friday, motherfucker.
Swear. We worked for a minute though, because what Bash went to bed at like 10.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that time went. Yeah, for real.
I keep it 100, I ain't running game. Do this for the love, I don't want the fame. Fresh off the plane. I got so many ways I can get paid. That if you look at my life, you would think I got it made. To a party last night, thank God I got it made. Meeting in 45 minutes, I don't think I'ma make it. When you a boss, it takes time, patience. Rolling the cars for push, everything I do is high maintenance. When I pull up, they might try to taste it. Hesitate to tell me to put it down, cause that's just how I made it. I'm smoking jets on the highway. About to make my money multiply today. Love to see my face on skyscrapers. On the way to make it more rubber push than entertainment. That's why I put the smoke out in their face. Film to finish early, even if I show up late. They said that no smoking was the case. I laugh on the doobies on the counter looking for somewhere to play my ass. Trying to push your game. Now it's time to use your own too. Don't know why you won't take it from me. I'm the type to learn from my mistakes. When they catch up, we on to the next. Take some days to film another project. No machines, but we smoked out the set. Lot of kush on deck, but we still working, making progress. Lights, cameras, nothing less to expect. Dinners with CEOs, tell them to cut the check. Lot of ice round my neck, but now I'm wearing camera sets. And lenses and shit that have on deck. Don't gotta compete no more, I got enough respect. And a pound that I can eyeball and get correct. A car that looks better when it's wet. And there I'm 45, just let me get the jet. Tried to slow me down, but they ain't did it yet. Swinging this with every shot because it's indirect. Try to plan my next move, they ain't correct. I ain't failed on the business yet. Try to push your own game. Now it's time to use your own too. Don't know why you won't take it from me. I'm the type to learn from my mistakes. Smoking hella cushion on these things same. Smelling on my clothes, eating in my brain. Pull up to your baby when we in a fame. Fresh off the plane. See it in my brain. You see that cushion in my brain? Oh shit. You can see the cushion. This that cinematic joint right here. That song was hard right there. Yeah, that sounds like oh no. He didn't even get a chance to shoot her. She chopped his shit smooth off. Oh, he let her have it. Oh. You see that? He was like,
That cuz. That cuz wasn't trying to get chopped up next.
oh man, goddamn.
Hey.
Oh man, goddamn. Oh man, goddamn. Oh man, goddamn. Who would've thought I'd be smoking weed in the bar, getting my music playing, getting sucked off. All money I needed, of course. The crib big as a museum, backyard look like a golf course. They bring me dinner by courses. Breakfast is natural, baby. You ain't gotta force it. I stack my money so I can stack more of it. Show up the play every day to get the ring, so I'm sure of it. Soon as the smoking weed in the bar. Getting my music played, getting sucked off. Oh man. Goddamn. Oh man, goddamn. That's that real stoner shit right there. Yeah, bro. Shorty. And more important, now they know about that cell phone under my front seat. Must have been the plug, I didn't see it.